Hello and welcome to a Michael Brooks podcast. Over the weekend, I had my family round, my mum and my nephew. They stayed round, and we decided to go to the cinema to watch the new Suicide Squad. And it was a absolutely fantastic movie. It was spectacular, and I 100% recommend it as a movie to watch. Obviously, you have your characters returning from the first one, such as Harley Quinn, Flag, Waller, and Boomerang. They were some of the characters that came back. Now, even though this is kind of like a carry on from the first movie, it's in no way a sort of direct carry on from the first one. So you can actually watch this one without ever seeing the first one, which I think's really good, because while I did enjoy the first movie, there was a couple of sort of misses here and there with the storyline, and there's a few things they basically done better. So, and they're kind of trying to move away from the whole cinematic universe thing. So there's no correlation with Joker and Batman or anything like that. It's very much separate. Now that's out of the way, we have new characters. We have Polka Dot, which is actually a really cool character, very colourful. I really like him. You have Weasel, which is just another funny character. Who else? You have Bloodsport, obviously, because that's I've forgotten his name. Eldris. He's a great actor, and Bloodsport's a really great character as well. You have Ratcatcher 2, which is another good character, and my absolute favourite is King Shark, who is voiced by Sylvester Stallone. And King Shark doesn't really say a lot, but I just think he's this great character. And I've been watching the Harley Quinn animated series, really enjoyed him in that. Although in that one, he talks more and is like a lot more human, whereas in this one, he's a bit less human, and doesn't say an awful lot, but kind of starts learning things. And yeah, he's my favorite character out of the lot. I think there's a lot more. You've still got a good amount of action. Probably, I can't really remember how the action on the first one was, but there was quite a bit. I think there's probably more in this one, actually. There's definitely a lot more gore. So you see sort of blood and guts a lot more in this one. And I was actually quite surprised, because it's still a DC film. And I think James Gunn took a big risk of going like big on this. But I think it paid off. I think it wasn't too over the top, too unnecessary, and it's really good. Although my mum kind of thought it was a bit over the top. So it kind of depends what level you're at and what kind of blood and guts you like, I guess. But yeah, if you're a bit squeamish, probably wouldn't recommend going to see this movie, unless you cover your eyes or something, because the rest of the film is really good. The comedy on it is hilarious. Harley Quinn just adds that comedy factor to it. She's a really good actress, and really good character as well. It's just, yeah, she's just pulled off really well. I noticed that Zack Snyder was still co-directing this, and you can actually see his artistic aspects in the movie, which is great, because I think he's really good at sort of bringing this artistic nature to it, and he has a passion for sort of colors and like graphics, but he doesn't do so well in storylines. And I think that's where James Gunn kind of shone through, was he created this great story with like great lineup of characters, and it's kind of put it to the next level. And then Zack Snyder has kind of added this level of sheen, if you will, onto it to make it look like absolutely fantastic. So would I recommend Suicide Squad, or you go watch Suicide Squad in the cinemas? I do, 100%. That's the short answer. The longer answer is, if you're into comedy action movies and you enjoyed the first, then this one is really worth a watch. And even if you didn't watch the first one, like I said, you don't have to. And you're kind of like sat on the fence about watching this. I recommend you still go watch it, because I feel like you will still enjoy it. And if you don't, you can come back and shout at me. But if you do, then I know you'll end up wanting more of it because it's so good. And before I finish this off, I'll answer if there are any post-credit scenes. And there are. It's just one post-credit scene, and it does take a while. So if you're like me and kind of needed to go to a toilet, you kind of have to hold it in to wait for it. But it no spoilers on this, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that at the start if I haven't already. I can't really remember. But it does lead you on to a potential third movie, so which I think there will be, because I think this one's going to have a great audience response, and I think they'd be stupid not to have a third. So there's definitely hints for a third one, which is cool. That's pretty much it for my review. Again, if you enjoyed this podcast episode, please rate it if you can. If you can't, just share it to other people, your friends, family, anyone who you think might be interested in this podcast. And also, you can support me by going onto my Ko-fi page and sending me money as a way to support me on there. That would be absolutely lovely, and I'd appreciate any support you guys give me. And I hope you have a good day, or you've had a good day wherever you are, whenever you're listening. And I hope you also have a good week.